Good morning. This is a first actually. I've never stood and took a video. I'm a little jittery today, and hence the standing. So, I have not been writing. It's been a while. I've been writing small poems here and there, but nothing serious. I was supposed to be finishing the outline of my second book by end of February, which has passed already. My editor has been bugging me. The thing is, this is hard. Harder than usually I do. So I haven't been writing, I haven't been painting, and I took a 3-month unpaid time to spend with my kids. Also, I wanted to write and I wanted to paint and I wanted something to do it. I had a big, huge to-do list, including talking to you guys regularly. None of it happened. I got to spend some time with my kids for a little bit. Then life happened. I love life. I am in love with it. It's simple yet complicated, beautiful, hard, unpredictable, unexpected, spontaneous, full of love and light and happiness and joy and sadness and every single feeling you can think of. Isn't it? That's what it has been for us. I met an amazing man in the last 70 days. I have no idea whether we will end up together or not, and I don't care at this point. He brings the best out of me. And for the first time in my life, again, I know, I've been talking about love, life, all of it, but I will say from experience this. For the first time in my life, I laugh around someone all the time. I find myself telling him my deep, darkest secrets. So never, I told him, dude, you cannot tell this to anyone else. And pardon me for being very casual, because that's what I feel like today. Also in last 40 days, no, not 40 days, last 75 days, if I list it, you will say I'm making it up. So I'm just not going to for now. I will, but just not now. We don't have enough time. So this life, beautiful, joyful moments of life, where I always say hunt for the joy moments. Don't go after, don't fall into the happiness trap. It's a trap. Look for joy. And you have thousands of those every single day. For me, right now, here in front of you, it's full of joy. I'm going to go to the gallery today and I'll be there all day, surrounded by paintings. That's joy. I get to talk to my kids today. Again. So count it. Try to count it anytime you feel, and I am not saying I'm immune to it. Yesterday I could not get up. All I could see is hopelessness. I kept thinking, oh my dear God, For 39 freaking years, this is all I have been doing, survival. And I'm done. I don't want to do it anymore. But then, then I look around. There is pictures of my kids. With me, without me. Their paintings, my paintings. Books I love. There's plans. And then immediately I think of life and how beautiful it is. And I'm one of those people who believe that everything that happens to you is a lesson if you want it to be. And there is always a silver lining. I haven't found out my silver lining yet. Maybe this is it, me talking to you. So what do we do? When life, I wrote about this once, life and its curveballs. When life throws you a curveball, what do you do? What do you do? What do you do? I could tell you what I did. I kicked, I screamed, I resisted, I cursed, then I got to work. I knocked on every single door I could. Never took no for an answer. I was threatened to go to take to jail last Wednesday. I said, go ahead, do it. I will do anything for my kids, and then if that's what you want to do, go ahead. I'm scared out of my mind, by the way. But as I always say, fear is not a way to live. Life can be overwhelming. It is for me right now. Lots of things. None of that is, unfortunately, it's not in my control, even though I really, really want to control it. It's not. So what do we do? What I did last few days is that hide. I hid from my work, meaning my writing and my painting. I hid from my friends. Don't have many. The ones who are there, they are worth it. I was whining, petty, all of it. And that's all right, because that is how it should be. You need to allow time for yourself to grieve whatever happens to you. If you push grief inside and try to be brave, try to do, there are times you need to do that, but then you have to give time to grieve afterwards. So if you don't, you're never going to find your solution, or at least the path to solution. So last 4 or 5 days, while I did this, I was in that couch and I watched every series I can find in Netflix and Amazon Prime and every movie. And I coached someone. I teach, so I did that. I was simply going through the motions of life. And my gallery, the owner and our coach, we are all a group of local artists, and I call him Pops. So yesterday he told me I need to go, I need to come in and see him. And you know what he said? Get yourself cleaned up, do your hair, and get out and do your thing. Life happens, keep moving. Even though I have said that many, many times, I needed to hear that yesterday. And I'm very blessed for to have Pops in my life. And he didn't have to do that, you know. He really didn't have to. Pardon me. There was a. But he did. See, that's when I get my faith in humanity is restored because I call them pillars of life or the world. It's like those beams of the house that holds them together, everything together, the foundation, and then a few critical beams. You don't need a lot of them. So simple. When life throws you a curveball, you can scream if you want to, go hide if you want to, put a time limit. Now I know next time I will call one of my friends and I say, hey, I'm gonna go underground for 24 hours. You need to kick me, pull me out of it in 24 hours. Isn't that an easy solution? If you don't have anybody, reach out to me, I'll pull you